The Minecraft Marketplace is clearly not the best. There's a ton of slop you can find pretty easily on there. But I actually think it's gotten a lot better in recent years, since now there's actually high quality mods, packs, and maps you can find on it. So to prove this theory that the Marketplace isn't really that bad, I'm gonna be comparing the new stuff with the old stuff to see if it's truly gotten better. Will I end up being correct, or is the Marketplace still what it was like 50 years ago? Or whatever it came out. Well, the only way to find out is to see it for myself. And what better way to do that than to start off by playing the oldest mod on the Marketplace, the Spark Pets add-on. Alright, now, I gotta be honest with you, it's gonna be hard for me to tell the old from the new sometimes, because I was assuming I was going to use this filter and sort it by oldest. However, in true Bedrock fashion, this just doesn't work. This is just randomly assorting them. I thought it would say what it should say and do the oldest first. So to determine what truly is old, I'm gonna be using the Marketplace website. They still don't have dates on that one, but I think that one gives me a better, or I think that gives me a better idea of what is old. And so that is why we're gonna start with the Spark Pets add-on. I remember this was one of the first things because I was around when when add-ons came out. Sorry, I'm like struggling to talk. But I remember firsthand that this is one of the oldest ones, so we're gonna start with this, and I have used this before, and it's pretty sweet. Okay, I think playing this one isn't gonna help my cause. And just for reference, how we're gonna do this, just to give it a little more detail while this loads, I'm gonna be playing a mod, a map, and a texture pack, and we're gonna be playing an old mod, texture pack, and map, and a new one. Then I will be picking which, you know, if old or new is better, and then based on that, either the old side or the new side will get a point, and whoever has more points at the end will win. But anyway, let's check out one of the oldest mods on here. Let's check out this Pets add-on. Alright, here we are. The game's gonna freeze, because that's just what Bedrock does now, and Mojang does not care enough to fix it. But, so yeah, essentially, we could read this book here. They've been doing this for a while, I guess. Discover 10 cute pets, tame them, dress them up, whatever. There's just, it's an add-on, right? In the early stages, these were called add-ons, and they took the name very seriously. I'm pretty sure there's just a bunch of different kind of pets in this. Let me make sure. So yeah, if we just scroll down, here we go. We got a capybara, a chameleon, guinea pig, hedgehog. There's a tortoise and a T-Rex, and they got some outfits. We'll check these out. All right, capybara, a classic. I don't know how to tame these things, but can I oh God. Oh, I'm a terrible person. Oh, wait, this is the thing I use to tame it. Oh, wow, that's fun. All right, have a propeller hat. This is so stupid. Chameleon. Oh, ew. Oh, I can make them breed. Uh-oh, I don't want to do that. What's a fun one? I like a good tortoise here. Hello, tortoise. Mr. Tortoise, we're gonna give you a top hat. You look mighty dapper today. There's a T-Rex. This is one in the Marketplace page. They have him in a superhero thing. But yeah, this is all it adds. Like, this is truly the definition of an add-on. Treat? Okay, the sounds are a little loud, and he looks like Doctor Strange summoning a spell when I do that. But yeah, this is truly the definition of an add-on. It just adds pets to your world. Albeit, this is still probably higher quality than stuff we see today. It's a little sad. Just like these dumb, simple little pets are just somehow better than stuff that came out like at least a year after it. Alright, so yeah, that is the old add-on. Now let's try the new one. Now, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to tell what is newer compared to old, because the Marketplace actually has a tab called New, and we're just gonna look at that. So here we go. This is all the stuff that has been added this week, and let me pick one. If I can, I'm gonna choose one that's like a little similar, but I don't think that's gonna happen. No. Let's pick this one. Boss Dungeons, why don't we? This looks like there's some potential for this to be cool, so let's see if this can one-up the Pets add-on from forever ago. Alright, here we are. This one's called Boss Dungeons, so let's see if I can spot any Boss Dungeons here. Oh, hey, this is just a normal book. Okay, there's 4. The Primordial Real... Shut up. The Primordial Tyrant, the Apex Cyborg, the Frostbound King, and the Sand Revenant. Is there any way to help find these? Large three-headed dragon with the elemental powers of fire, acid. Okay, this isn't gonna help me. The Mountain Keep can be found in mountainous biomes and is easily recognized by the flags on its towers. Okay. Well, I see a big mountain over here, so let's see if it's just right here. That would make my job easier. I have a feeling it's gonna be a little tricky to find these guys. Honestly, as it should be, though, because this is a boss rush type thing, so they shouldn't be that easy to find. You know, let me see where the other ones are, too. This cyborg is in the jungle, okay. This guy's probably, yeah, snowy plains. That makes sense. And this guy's in a desert. Okay. Well, let me just wander around. Let's see if I can find one of these boss things. Think I gotta find them in the wild instead of just spawning them in, because that's lame if I just spawn them in, you know? Oh! I was like, the game's really lagging right now. They'll just spawn it in right in front of you, won't they? Okay. Well, now that I've found one of the boss rooms, is there like custom weapons in this, maybe? I'm gonna assume there... Oh, there definitely is. Let's hit him with the... Oh, there's a frost blade. Let's hit him with the frost blade in here. So, is he just in here, or is there like a gauntlet I gotta go through? Okay, it looks like there's a gauntlet. Bunch of spawners down here, and I'm assuming this is a maze. I'm probably correct about that. I'm gonna give myself night vision just to make it easier. And let's see if I can find this guy. To be fair, in survival, this would be pretty sweet. I can't lie. It does give a new mission to the game. This is the type of stuff I love, is adding bosses and stuff like that. Oh, and you get mining fatigue in here. I just broke through the wall. That's good. So you actually do have to do the puzzle. This is pretty elaborate. I've been just wandering through this maze for quite a bit now. This has to be the last room. It is. Okay. I would fight this guy in survival. That would definitely help me judge it better, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be lame. I'm obviously not gonna be checking out all of the boss rooms. However, I think I already have my decision just based off what I've seen here. This is really doing it dirty. What does he drop? He drops the hammer, his head, and 3 keys. Alright, well, I guess that's like one of the boss things. There's 3 other ones. I think as of right now, I'm going to say that the new mod is better than the old one. So we're going to give 1 point to the new. I'm going to dig out of here. But yeah, 1 point to the new here. My theory has been proven correct. I think objectively this is better than just the pets thing. This is cooler, higher effort. This is something I'm more like. I love things that like add bosses, add new challenges, versus just little things that like kind of temporarily upgrade your world, I guess. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. This is more my speed, and I do objectively think this is good. Did I pick a good one, a good modern mod to show off? I definitely did, but, you know, I think it deserves to have a one-up over the Spark things. The Spark thing was obviously well made. It's just, I think back in the day, they really took add-ons seriously, and now we're more so transitioning to, like, changing more than just little stuff. So, there we go. 1-0 to the new. And next, I think, let's check out some packs, you know? Why not? Let's see what some texture packs have to offer. Alright, now, a great example of an old texture pack, one that's so old that even I bought it back in the day when I was on console, is the Beyond the Lands pack. So we're gonna re-download it and see how it holds up in the modern day. I think I got this in like 2018, maybe. So it's been, what is that? I can't do math. 7 years? God. Like, that's kind of crazy that I've been playing this for 7 years. But yeah, let's check this out. Let's see the Beyond the Lands pack. I have more faith in this one holding up compared to the new stuff than any other category we're gonna play. Alright, here we are. Obviously, this stuff isn't gonna have a texture because it's been 7 years. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look bad. This looks like, this is like a, I don't know, like a zombie apocalypse type texture pack. Maybe if the sky was more depressing, that vibe would fit more. But I used to use this back in the day to like PvP, which can just probably go to show you how desperate I was to like have a real texture pack on console. But anyway, let's check out some of the textures. So like this, oh wow, they've updated, wow, they've actually kept up to date with it pretty well. That's impressive. They have a cherry wood texture, but that's oak wood. And back in the day, I loved that about the pack. I loved the glass when I was younger. I'm assuming they haven't No, that doesn't look like it's changed. The golden apple texture I also loved back in the day when oh, the little thing in the corner's bugged though. I'm not gonna be as hard on them about like incorrect textures compared to the new stuff because this is forever years old. To be honest, they shouldn't even really be expected to keep up with it, but the fact that they do is pretty cool. We got a diamond armor here. Pretty snazzy, pretty snazzy. This on its, you know, just for what it is, I think it's pretty decent, actually. Like, I'm not upset about this. Let's get a sword, maybe a bow. We'll get that. Pickaxe, axe. Give me a healing pot. We'll take the elytra. The totem looks like a green dude. Just a lot of stuff. As a PvPer back in my day, I liked a lot of these simpler textures. The bow, pretty cool. The sword just looks like a sword. This pickaxe is fine. It's nothing too crazy. The potion. Oh, the elytra looks weird. That's like some Zelda type beat or something. Totem of Undying. I don't really know what that's trying to be. I like the water bucket. I like the pearls. I mean, yeah, like overall, this is pretty solid, I would say. I don't know. Like for building, I think with a lot of these packs, they kind of like think up a theme for their pack and then they stick to it. I think this one sticks to it pretty well. It's like the texture palette of this reminds me of like 1400s Europe. You know what I mean? Like this reminds me of like a war movie I'd see and like everyone has the thickest British accent ever and they're complaining about the, you know, the Americans or something, you know what I mean? But overall, I do actually like this. Let's check out mobs really quick. Let me do a few. Let's do like a creeper. I think this one's actually kind of whack. Yeah, it's like see-through. I don't know, what are other commonly like cared about textures? Like a blaze maybe? Let's try like an enderman and like the warden. Okay, the blaze looks a little weird. The enderman has Herobrine eyes. And the warden is terrifying. Okay, I'm just gonna kill Addy because that guy's really loud. Alright, well, I think that shows off the Beyond the Lands pack. Now let's use a modern one. And I'm pretty positive one of the newest ones is called the Smooth Texture Pack. I'm pretty sure this came out pretty recently. And it looks pretty clean. I gotta say, I want to pick one that, like, doesn't look stupid. There was, like, a PvP pack I could have picked, but I just felt like this fits better comparing it to what we just played. So let's use this simple pack, or smooth, whatever it's called, and let's compare it to the oldie there. All right, here we go. So yeah, this one's definitely going for like a simple vibe. They might actually have textures for... Is that a new texture? I don't know. These things haven't been in the game long enough. I can't tell, but this is definitely new. Like, I don't know, this gives me, like, Stampy vibes, you know, the plastic texture pack back in the day? That's kind of what this reminds me of. It's definitely easier to tell what is what in this pack. It looks pretty simple. Let's do what I did with the other one. I mean, let me just see, like, do any blocks stand out for me? I mean, not really. I mean, they fit the vibe super well. This is the Gapple texture. I definitely like the other one more. That one is very small, but it works as it should. I'm assuming this is gonna look super clean. Oh my god, I love that texture. Holy stinking cannoli, bro. Yeah, well, actually, I don't know. That diamond sword gives me kind of candy cane vibes. You see that? There's like stripes on it, but it is still pretty clean, I gotta say. The bow's pretty good. Ooh, this is a tough one to judge. Let me see. Let's just check some general ones here. Pig. Yep, very simple, as you would expect. The Iron Golem, very simple. The Creeper, dude, none of these packs can make a great Creeper. Is that controversial? New Enderman texture. The Blaze has very humanoid eyeballs. The Warden looks extremely similar. Dude, this is so tough. The Elytra, like, this is definitely just trying to be a simple version of the default textures. And the other one definitely is not, which is what makes this so difficult to compare. I think, you know, maybe it's just, like, my nostalgia getting the better of me. Like, maybe I'm fully getting nostalgia baited. I think I'd more likely use this pack day to day. But I don't know, man. Something about Beyond the Lands, it takes me back. I just like it, you know? I used to use that one a lot when there was nothing left. It was there for me in my darkest hour. So I think I'm going to pick that. We're going to give a point to the old. It's tied up. Once again, a very, very close one. Like, it's, like, actually ridiculous. I really think that texture packs are, like, the least... I don't want to say the least improved. Like, we haven't seen the quality change. They were, like, kind of good back in the day. and it's kind of the same now. Versus, I think mods and maps, there's big differences now and then, and that's why we're gonna go next. We're gonna go to the map, and the oldest map on the there's so many old maps on the marketplace. Some are so old they don't even exist anymore. But one of the oldest and most iconic for me is called Monster Battle Arena. Just stuff like this just reminds me of the old days. Look at this marketplace picture, bro. This is back before we had just like, I don't want to call it clickbait slop, but it definitely is. Like, this is just some wholesome little project. I mean, looking like this is like popular MMOs type beat. Didn't he used to do like Wither vs Skeleton or whatever back in the day? I don't know. I was like literally a baby. I don't remember. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna play a really old map, Monster Battle Arena. I'm worried that it's not gonna work. If you've been watching my channel pretty frequently, you would know that there's been problems with old things on the marketplace not being able to keep up with the modern day. It says updated, so they've at least looked at it recently, and let's see. All right, here we go. Oh my god, look at this. I don't know how much they've updated, because like I don't think stuff like that would have been done back in the day, but this definitely would have. Who needs a book? We have signs. Battle Arena mode, monster versus monster. Survive 13 waves. Learn, I don't care about the backstory. Treat the world as a survival spawn. I'm definitely not gonna do that. However, there are builds around. I think we're gonna do the waves mode. How do I choose though? Oh wow, there's a lot of things in here. Okay, I'm just gonna take all of this, to be honest. I don't know if that's very effective, but I mean, it's gotta be worth something, right? Okay, start waves. Am I just going in? Oh, I've just been thrown into the fire. Okay. Am I ready? I don't know if I'm ready, but we're just gonna fight stuff here. Let the mobs be battled. Wave 1. 1 zombie. I actually just got boxed like a fish. I actually just got baited so hard. Wave 1 is 1 zombie, you run in and the door shuts behind you and now my life is over. I actually just got bodied, okay? Like, that is incredible. All right, you're not getting me with that again. I'm sorry. That's not happening. Here we go. Wave 1, I need to fishing rod him out of the thing. Alright, W wave 1. It's just like 2 zombies at a time. I'm sure like later it's gonna be pretty rough though. Okay, well, so far it's, like, pretty chill, to be honest. I don't know, the waves aren't very big. I'm assuming, like, they'll get bigger, but it said there's 13 waves, and I'm on wave 6. This is definitely the hardest one. Those pigs do a lot, and I just got poisoned. But I don't know, you know, besides me getting absolutely boxed like a fish that first rep, it's not looking too great here. I'm gonna keep my distance. I'm gonna die here, actually, if these things get close to me. Oh. And I literally just called it easy and then died. Okay, well, I feel like I have a vibe of this. I don't know. There's not much here. But this is what the early marketplace was there wasn't much going on. But yeah, we're definitely going to compare this with a new one. And I think I actually have a good example of a new one. Either way, though, I want to see how far I can make it. So let me play through this a little more. I don't have much hope I'm going to make it very far, but we'll see. And while I do that, I think it's a good time to remind you to subscribe if you haven't already. We are pretty deep into the video, so if you've enjoyed watching thus far and aren't subscribed, be sure to consider it if you want to stick around. Anyway. Okay, I just got actually shredded. I was trying to target the witch and just got absolutely roasted. Okay, well, anyway, let's play the new one. And I actually think there's a perfect new one to play. I don't know if it'll be in the new tab, but I definitely know it came out recently. Let's see. It's like essentially very similar to what... Oh, hey, Huggy Wuggy and Friends. I think this literally just updated, like, as I'm recording that. That's crazy. You know, I guess let me know, like, do you want to see me play this? I saw this was coming out, and I was like... I don't really know if I should make a video on this, but I mean, now that it's in a video, should I play the Huggy Wuggy mod? But anyway, it's not here, but I can find it. It's called Spellfighter Arena. It sounds like it's another arena thing right here. It's literally says new. That's how you know I'm not capping. Yeah, look, so this looks very, very similar to what I... Oh my god, this is a joke. Oh my god, the marketplace is a joke. They left the Windows Media Player menu on the marketplace picture. Oh my god, what are we Oh my god! How did no one notice? It's on here, it's public, it's been out for at least a week. How did this make it past? Oh god, it's not looking good for the newbies here. It's not looking good for the modern day stuff. Oh no. Alright, well, what I was trying to say is this looks very, like, it's a similar concept to what I just played with the old map. However, we are in the modern marketplace era. You can't just make an arena thing. It needs to have some weird twist. So, let's see if this one hits, man. Let's see if this cooks. I don't think it's going to, though, based on the Windows Media Player menu. Buy more rerolls, more wands. I think I just need money. I have a wand. Skip the wand selection. Keep your current wand. Yeah, skip. Round 1. Can I, like, melee with this thing? Or is it 3 attack damage? Okay. Zombies are coming. Well, the build is definitely better. They have custom zombies. That's fun. I get $1 per zombie murder here. I see. So I'm assuming you're just gonna get a better wand over time. That makes it easier to recharge and kill these guys. Round 1 complete. Incredible. You know, the other one is somehow more challenging with like 5 pigmen and a witch. I get cooked. And then this one, I have magic and I'm fighting zombie creatures and I can't, you know, and I'm just rolling through them. I don't know how long I want to play this. I'm sure it gets harder, but this feels very mind-numbing as of right now. Round 2 complete. Wow. And I just go again. I literally haven't upgraded anything this whole time. It says I can, but I'm just not doing it, and I'm fine. Oh, I'm not one-shotting them with the magic anymore. Wait, maybe it's actually getting difficult, bro. Let's just get them all together. Boom. I just crashed the game. Okay. I don't know how many times I'm gonna do this until I, like, feel satisfied, but... You know, I think I understand the concept rather well. I gotta say, I think I understand what's going on here pretty good. Alright, well, after that thrilling round, I think I understand what's happening here. Let's go to the lobby. You know, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, okay? I thought that the new would win here. I mean, as I said in the intro, right? I do think the marketplace has gotten a lot better. I'm actually shocked. Like, the old stuff, I don't know. This sounds bad, but the old stuff on the marketplace doesn't feel like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's about money back then, because the marketplace barely existed back in the day. So it really wasn't about money. It was just like people just making random garbage to just slap on there and build a portfolio or something. And like, while I do think the modern marketplace is way better, this map compared to the arena that I played from forever ago, like, this obviously takes more effort. This obviously, like, is more difficult to make. The other map you could probably make with just command blocks, but I actually think this one is worse. Like, the wand thing is just so boring. You know what I mean? So I think I'm actually gonna pick the old map to win in an upset over the new stuff, bro. I gave 1 point to the modern day and 2 points to the oldies, bro, with a comeback win. Holy moly, man. Like I said, I did not think the old stuff would win, but they do. Yeah, there you go. That answers the question. The old marketplace, I guess, was better than the new? I don't know. That doesn't feel right. Let me know what you think. Do you think the new stuff is better, or do you think the old stuff still carries like I argued here? But yeah, either way, let me know what you want to see me play. Say your mind in the comments. That's what I'm saying. And click the video on screen right now if you want to watch me compare Bedrock versus Java mods. There's a lot of, like, rip-offs of Bedrock, or of Java mods on Bedrock. I decided to compare the two. The result might shock you a little bit.